John T. Conway Gymnasium is festive. And what better way to start off a brand new basketball season than with two of the top girls teams in the state of Connecticut. And we've got it for you tonight on Game Day, live on theday.com. Casey O'Neill along with the Sports Doctor Keith O'Brien. And Sports Doctor, two big-time teams. We're ready to go tonight.
We're in the heavyweight division. In week one, Casey O'Neill, the Trailblazers of Capital Prep taking on the New London Whalers, defending Class LL state champions. This is a great early season matchup between two very quality ball clubs.
Yeah, the New London Whalers finished last year as the #1 team in the state of Connecticut, and Capital Prep looks at that and goes, what's Connecticut? We play nationally. We're playing teams from New York, from around the country. This is one of the few times New London's facing a team with as much confidence and swagger as they have.
Yeah, and a very good test for this New London team, who's got some questions to answer, Casey. Good early season matchup for this New London girls team.
Yeah, you know, this early in the year, Sports Doctor, both coaches are kind of figuring out what they have, so it's interesting who the big players are. Who should we be watching tonight?
Well, Casey, we'll start with the New London Whalers. How about senior guard Rosalie Nicholson? Senior guard is the heart and soul of this team. A tremendous on and off the ball defender. She creates chaos for opposing teams. Nicholson plays big for a guard and is not afraid to mix it up in the paint. Rosalie has emerged as a team leader on and off the court for Coach Holly Misto. And for Capital Prep, how about junior forward Cassandra Hawthorne? Cassandra is the low post presence for this Trailblazer team, Casey. She averaged 11 points a game last season as a sophomore. She shot 55% from the floor, and she is ready for a breakout season. She will need to stay out of foul trouble and anchor things down up front for the Trailblazers with a few of the bigs against New London tonight.
Thank you, Sports Doctor. You know, losing iconic players is never easy, especially when they're the identity of your team. Well, for New London, the time to form a new identity is now, and the players are ready.
The group of girls, especially with Jada and India, we've been playing for almost like 10 years together. And for them two to go off and branch off, it's like, it's beautiful, but it's sad.
Everyone thinks they're like, oh, New London, they lost India and Jada. We don't got to worry about them anymore, all that stuff, but they still need to worry.
How many times a day do you think of that shot that you made?
I think of it pretty often, because that's honestly what keeps me going, you know. A lot of people believe that we can't do it without India or Jada, and that's not the case. And I gave all my heart in that, you know, with that being our last game together on the home floor. If everybody on our team now just keeps that same momentum and mindset, we could go pretty far.
Obviously, like the speed, we have, instead of like obviously India, Sheree, excellent players, but now we have Ty and X, which are quicker. They're really quick posts.
We are a faster team because we're smaller, but we all kind of still do have that we want another ring mindset.
We have a group of girls that we just want to, as bad as ever, we want to prove to everyone that no matter what, New London basketball is where it's at, and it's always going to be a challenge for people to come and play us.
Yeah. Well, Casey, I mean, these girls, I mean, you know, they've got different roles. They've got to build chemistry, and they're a different team this year, and they're ready to step up and replace what they lost last year in the team.
Absolutely, Sports Doctor, and they're going to need to, because while New London might be the defending state champion, Capital Prep is a nationally acclaimed program, and they're used to playing the best. The Trailblazers are not taking New London lightly for sure, and they know the Whalers are coming to play.
We know that New London is going to be a very solid team.
They're going to play different against us. They're going to play with adrenaline. They're going to play with excitement.
It's just like practice. You have to go hard every time. We all have a winning mindset. We all want to work hard to win. We know it's not going to be just a walk-through game.
I wouldn't say we're concerned, but I know for our team, we're going to come as a team, and we're going to come as we are and get what we need to get done. It's all about getting better. It's all about us growing as a team, growing how to play with one another and how to learn how to build off of ourselves so we can be able to benefit the team.
They just want to compete. That's what we want to do. We want to compete. We want to play against the best teams, the better teams, the teams who are not afraid to strap it up and play against quality teams. You can beat somebody in a state championship game, as well as beating them in a close game. Of course, the opponent, is going to step up their game a little bit. There'll be a little bit more motivation than there normally would be for a game.
Even though we play New London, we're still going to go at New London as if it was a New York team or any other team. So you have to go in with the same mentality, a winning mentality. You have to work hard, and you just got to go get it.
Game time practice, game time results. Let's go. Let's go.
We play to win. That's all you got to say.
It's swagger and confidence that I gathered from that piece on Capital Prep, Casey. And I think it starts with the head coach, Tammy Millsaps. This team is afraid of nothing and no one, no matter where they play or where they travel.
Well, tonight they're in New London. They're playing in the shadow of the banners, and they're going to be playing in front of the New London Sea of Gold. We have lots to cover. More on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
I'm Miranda Arruda, and I go to Stonington High School. I'm a junior, and I can be considered a midfielder or a forward. My most memorable game was probably the East Lyme game, the second time we played them. We beat them 5-2, I think, and I had 2 backhand hits, which is kind of my specialty. Like, no one else on the team can do it, and so like when I'm able to like score off of a backhand hit, it's a big thing. I have a JV basketball coach, and his name is Ryan Herrings. He doesn't work at Stonington anymore, but he kind of told me a lot about leadership and holding yourself accountable to things that you do. And so I think every single time that I play a game, I think like even if I do make a mistake, it's not the team's fault, it's my own fault. But if someone else makes a mistake, I should also be holding myself accountable because they are a team member. And he's been a huge influence on me. I have basketball next, and basketball hasn't really stopped. I was doing basketball during field hockey season, I do it during softball season, I do it all over the summer. And I think it's a big year for us. Like, we're really focused. All of us work hard in the gym, and I'm actually missing basketball practice right now.
The following is a presentation of The Day.
2017 was a historic year for the New London girls basketball program. A magical season led to their 3rd state finals appearance and 2nd state championship in 4 years, a #1 ranking, and a chance to hang a banner on the walls of the John T. Conway Gymnasium. But gone are iconic stars India Pagan and Jada Lucas, and head coach Holly Misto turns to a new group of Whalers, all hungry to protect the legacy. Rosie Nicholson anchors a tenacious defense, and another Pagan, Ty, steps into her sister's role as post presence. Add Cora Sawyer, Spencer Roman, X Melendez, and Leilani McClellan, and the Whalers feel they might go back to back. Capital Prep has been the measuring stick in the state for years, dominating everyone and winning multiple state championships, including one over these Whalers in painful fashion. Will the Whalers earn payback against the nationally known Trailblazers? Or will Capital Prep take down the champs in the shadow of their own banner? We will find out tonight. It's Capital Prep and New London, live on Game Day. It is a big-time basketball game. The Capital Prep Trailblazers and the New London High School Whalers. Girls basketball tonight on Game Day, live on theday.com. Casey O'Neill, along with the sports doctor Keith O'Brien. And sports doctor, you feel the energy building, the music is loud, the teams are ready. We are moments away from tip-off.
Yeah, this is game number 2 and game number 3 for both these teams, and it feels like a mid-season matchup ready for state playoff time. So this has the feel of a big ball game, out of conference, in-state, Casey. All the makings for something special here at New London High School.
And what you love about this time of year is both teams are sort of figuring out what they are. You know, New London opened up with Ledyard, beat them pretty handily. You ask yourself, well, how good is Ledyard? Turns out Ledyard's played pretty well since then. They might be better than we thought. New London drilled Torrington, and have to ask, well, how good is Torrington? We're going to find out. Capital Prep's only played one game. It was against a New York team, and they felt pretty good about it. So both teams are going to find out tonight a little bit about what they're about.
Tremendous measuring stick here tonight for Coach Holly Misto and the New London Whalers. Again, against kind of two lesser opponents, they did work, did their thing, but this is the real deal. She has scheduled 8 games out of conference this year, Casey. This is a big, big ball game for the New London Whalers.
You know, speaking of Coach Holly Misto, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Coach.
Yes.
And she would like nothing more than to have a victory over Capital Prep tonight as the best birthday present that she could ask for. So the crowd is excited here at the John T. Comey Gymnasium. The crowd filing in, and we are moments away from tip-off. And so as they are prepared to do the national anthem here, let's take a look and meet the players from today's ballgame.
Rosalie Nicholson, Winthrop Elementary.
Cora Sawyer, Deansmill Elementary School.
Leilani McCullen, Winthrop Elementary.
Xaria Melendez, North Windham Elementary School.
Katie Spencer Roman, Nathan Hale Elementary School.
Taina Pagan, Jennings Elementary School.
Madison Keefe, St. Joseph Elementary School.
Deja Uzzo, Jennings Elementary School.
Sophia Torres, Asagachi Elementary School.
Desiree Johnson, Hoswell Elementary School.
Deasia Stevenson, Clark Elementary.
Najee White, J.C. Clark Elementary School.
Fantasia Trotter, East Hartford Glastonbury Magnet School.
Cassandra Hawthorne, Annie Fisher Montessori.
Macy Durantis, Southside Elementary.
Janiyah Morgan, Metacoma Elementary School.
Symphony Burney, Dunbury Elementary School.
Anijah Hooker, Museum Academy.
Anaya Perry, Lawrence Elementary School.
Hi, I'm Ella Dijak. I'm from Waterford High School, and I swim. I swim the 500 freestyle and the 200 freestyle. My most memorable meet this season was probably ECCs because it was the first time we ever placed second at ECCs, which is kind of like a big deal for our team. Tom Brady, obviously, I love the Patriots, and he works really hard, and you can just tell that he loves what he does, and that's what I want to do. Well, I'm doing indoor track this season and for the winter season, but I'm also swimming club swim all year round.
Turnovers, easy buckets will equal victory. And how about go-to? In a big early season matchup like this, we'll find out just who the go-to player is, the head coach Holly Misto. And for Capital Prep, how about a hot start? On the road, need to get off to a hot start and take the crowd out of this ball game. Paint it up. Trailblazers front court will have to find a way to control the paint on both sides of the court. And be prep. Capital Prep is one of the most decorated programs in the state. Play with confidence.
Well, we saw the starting lineup, and right now you're seeing the new Whaler student section, the Sea of Gold. They're trying to mimic what we have seen throughout the ECC and other schools, a vibrant student section. You got Lancer Nation, Waterford, the Colonel Crew, and Ledred. Well, the Sea of Gold is now here for the Whalers. Now, of the starting five of Capital Prep, my eyes turn to senior guard Najee White. She was a big player for them 2 years ago as a sophomore, blew out the knee, missed all of last year's, playing with the brace. But you can see the confidence and the quickness coming back, and she's a real star when she's on the floor.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to her on the sidelines before the game. She feels good. She feels ready to roll. She's very confident, and I think she's chomping at the bit to get her, her season going. It's tough for a young lady to sit for an entire season, Casey. I agree with you. She is ready to roll.
On the other side of things, if there is a weakness in Capital Prep's game, it has been over the last couple years. A low post presence has been absent, and teams with size have taken advantage by pounding it inside, pounding it inside, pounding it inside. Ty Pagan steps into her sister's shoes. She's she's a skilled big, and she's really able to move around near the basket, and she needs to play that way tonight.
Plus, she's had the advantage of playing against her sister for the last couple of years here in New London. Melendez as well could be an X factor for Coach Holly Misto. This is a great matchup. Different matchups on the floor, different styles, Casey. Styles determine fights. Which team can impose their style or will?
New London is used to being the quickest team when they play. Will they be the quicker team tonight? Capital Prep is used to being able to play with the most elite athletes, but they've had trouble with size. Can New London take advantage? It's those chess matchups. What we know is that Coach Tammy Millsaps and the Trailblazers don't lack confidence.
And there'll be no intimidation on the road in this game for the Trailblazers. I'm pumped up. Game day's back. Nice to be with you, my friend. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, and we are ready for a tip-off. And there is the aforementioned Ty Pagan. She is going to jump it up with Ania Perry, and we're tapped and controlled by the Whalers, and full court. Rosie Nicholson wants to push. Nice inside look into Pagan. The left-handed layup is good, and a quick lead for the Whalers.
And quickly, New London gets into a full court press and moves turnover.
Steal by Nicholson. The drive misses the layup. And Melendez comes out of the pack, and now she's tied up, and will get an early jump ball. But there's the quickness of Rosie Nicholson and the strength of Melendez.
Yeah, the trap, the full court trap, 1-3-1, I do believe, Casey, off the make, kind of confused Prep a little bit.
It's a diamond trap they're working right now. Nicholson on the floor. She's got it out loose. Out of the pack, though, comes Perry. Pagan is back, and the Trailblazers will set up shop with their first set. White running the point.
Oh, man-to-man defense here by the Whalers to open the game.
Stevenson out for the ball for Capital Prep. Nicholson on her. Crosses over, gets to the paint, drives, kicks out.
Nice job that by Pagan that time, closing off the baseline. Great D by the
Laura Sawyer gets the assignment on White. She goes out, switches with Nicholson, and steps on the end line. Turnover at Capital Prep.
Well, there you see two drives by Prep, and both times, whether it was Pagan or Nicholson, closing off the baseline and causing turnovers.
Capital Prep sets up a little of their own pressure right now. Nicholson swings to Sawyer. Back to Nicholson. New London takes their time. Now inside Pagan, over the head of Melendez. That's that high post they love to run. Down on the baseline off of that screen, but a little too tall for Melendez.
A little high-low that time between Melendez and Ty Pagan. Again, errant pass, and New London is right back where you said their diamond, a little 1-3-1.
Prep breaks the press a little more easily this time, controlled by Stevenson. Into the corner. And now they're going to swing it back on top to White.
And Sawyer's got some long arms. She can jump in front of them passing lanes a time or two, and again, create easy buckets off a transition.
Capital Prep content swinging the ball up top right now. They're going to try to extend Pagan. And not a lot there. Durantes swings back to White. White tries to take Sawyer baseline, slips on the floor. Crowd wants to travel. White goes baseline, hangs in the air, and not much there. And we're going to get an early foul. They're going to say Roman got her on the arm. Tough one for Spencer Roman, but it'll be Prep ball underneath.
Well, you saw the on-ball D by Sawyer. Kind of drove her where she wanted to get her down on the baseline, and Spencer Roman, a tough foul there. I like the help from the weak side coming over for Spencer Roman.
We're going to get a quick 30-second timeout for Capital Prep. I think that's pretty clearly to settle them down into what New London's doing from a pressure standpoint. So they're going to work on that. What are you saying right now if you're Holly Misto?
Well, I'm saying stay aggressive, but take care of the basketball. If we get a turnover on one end, don't give it up on an errant pass. Take care of the basketball, value each possession, continue the trap, continue the press, and continue to help on D. I think they're playing very well on defensive end right now.
Yeah, and I like the set that they ran with Pagan up top, but I actually have to think that you got to get the ball to. I mean, as much as I love X Melendez, I want the ball in Pagan's hand every single time I come down the floor. I have to see somebody defend her before I'm not going to move away from something else.
You saw in the left-handed basket, the only basket for New London, the turn to drop stuff in the left-handed dish.
White inbounds, they swing it around to Stevenson. Stevenson looking for a screen, now calls it out back to White. Nicholson steps out and gets a ticky-tack foul on Stevenson, and Rosalie's got to be careful. She fouls out of games in part because of that aggressive defense. But first, 6:06 remaining, 2-0 here in New London.
That's a bit of a cheap one there, about 40 feet away from the rim. That's a play on, am I call?
Durantes finally gets it into Stevenson.
Well, you like this on-ball defensive pressure by New London. There it is again.
Nicholson gets in front of it. Steal by Roman, but back the other way. We're going to get a reach-in foul. Foul's going to go against Capital Prep. That'll go against Anaya Perry. They're first.
You know, the ability for New London here to turn Capital Prep over and disrupt any kind of offensive rhythm is alarming. Should be alarming for Coach Millsaps.
Different kind of pressure. Sawyer, nice job ahead to Pagan, who holds it up, swings it back over to Roman, and New London will set up offensively.
You know, Prep, aggressive on-ball, man-to-man defense.
Nicholson looks to win off the dribble, pulls back, little 15-footer, no good. Nice strong rebound. Nicholson steals the outlet, swings it inside to Melendez. Left-hander is good.
There you see Rosie Nicholson doing the little things in the lay-in by Melendez.
Pressure by New London, a little bit fall back now. Press. Long three is up and in and out by White. Roman up ahead, outlets to Melendez. Left-hander no good, but there's Pagan with the putback, and it's good. 6-0 New London.
Hi, Pagan doing the dirty work. 4 points, leading the way for the Whalers.
Nice job breaking the pressure that time. Perry with the ball, and she's going to draw the foul on Pagan. That time, Capital Prep went to the middle and over the top of the pressure and drew the foul on Pagan.
Yeah, Pagan caught out of position a little bit that time, Casey. Instead of backpedaling, tried to reach with her arms. I like this start here by the Whalers.
Janaea Morgan checks into the ball game for Capital Prep. She'll replace Durantes. And then on the other side of things, Leilani McClellan will check in. She'll replace Sawyer. Jump shot from the foul line, back rim, no good. A strong rebound by Roman. And she's got to be playing with a little chip. It was her, of course, with a dislocated jaw 2 years ago at the Mohegan Sun at the hands of a Capital Prep elbow.
Yeah, tough kid. Tough kid.
Inside it goes. There's X Melendez, misses the bunny, and a rebound strong for Hawthorne, and Prep will push.
The high-low is giving Capital Prep pressure, troubles, no doubt about that.
And one. Basket is good by White, and more importantly, the second foul on Ty Pagan, and there's Prep's first basket and the second foul on the New London center.
3.5 minutes into the ball game for Prep to get on the board, and again, Najee White taking it to the rim, going to the line, the hoop and the horn for number 13.
Free throw is up and true, and the lead just like that cut into half. New London was trying to get a sub in, but they can't do it. They wanted to get Sawyer back in the game. McClellan will run the point, sliding Nicholson over to the 2.
New London's had some good looks here in this game. They just got to finish at the rim. Melendez missed a couple layups. Pagan missed a layup. They're getting looks, Casey, against this Capital Prep D.
High screen, Nicholson swings to Roman. Roman goes baseline, drives, kicks it out. McClellan, long three, no good. There's Pagan underneath, kicks it back up top to Roman, and New London will reset. Nice look that time, but McClellan just into the ball game, unable to connect.
Deep for Leilani.
Melendez tries to hit Pagan. Fight underneath, and we're going to get a jump ball. Arrow's going to favor the Whalers.
Tough pass that time by X Melendez. You've got 2 and 3 Trailblazers following Ty Pagan every time she kind of dives in from the three-point line into the hoop.
You see Pagan going to the bench with 2 fouls. Sawyer back in. That's going to put Melendez in as the big for New London. New London swings it all the way up top to Melendez, back to Sawyer, and McClellan will run the point for the Whalers. Up 3 here halfway through the first period.
And with Pagan out of the game, you're going to see Spencer Roman take that high post a little bit and we'll run a 2-man game out front with McClellan.
There's the high screen by Roman. Nicholson Looking inside, nothing there. Prep extending the defense a little bit. Morgan really sliding nicely with Nicholson. Now Nicholson says clear it out.
Prep's done a nice job as far as pushing this New London offense. Like I said, Casey, way out of their comfort zone right now.
McClellan looks a little bit uncomfortable with the pressure there. There's Melendez on a cut, gets it inside, puts it to the floor. Shouldn't have done that. Jumper no good, can't put it to the floor, got to go straight up. The other way, Stevenson crosses over. White with some ball skills, but defended very well by Sawyer.
Patience on offense, Trailblazers. Make the extra pass, swing it around, try to find a mismatch.
Stevenson crosses over, goes in. Roman tries to draw the charge, and instead we're going to get a block, and that's going to be the second on Roman.
Well, there's the mismatch I talked about. Stevenson coming across the corner, taking the ball down the lane. She's a little bit faster than Leilani McClellan, and again, Roman kind of caught in no man's land. Casey, could he come out and take the charge, or I stand to let her come to the rim?
We get 2 shots for Stevenson. And we're about to see our first look as the first one goes. Our first look at sophomore Natasha Harden. And she is the biggest player on the floor. And my understanding is that she taught some of the boys a lesson the other day in a scrimmage. A couple of the New London guards realized that she could play. Second one is up and good, and Prep has cut the lead to 1. Nicholson wants to dump it inside to Melendez. Melendez gets it. Little 5-footer is no good. There's Nicholson on the follow, no good. She rips down the rebound, rips it from her own teammate Howden, and we're going to get a block and a reach down on the baseline against Capital Prep.
Yeah, Najee White not happy with that call, but Rosie Nicholson, again, not afraid to play big for a guard. She hit some big shots in last year's state tournament run, Casey, and she's a go-getter on the offensive rebounding.
Melendez, baseline jumper is short. Rebound on the floor and taken by Hawthorne. One thing Nicholson's great at, we teach kids all the time, follow your shot. She is great at following her shot. Jumper from the wing, Stevenson, back iron no good, and Sawyer collects the rebound. Looks to push, ahead to McClellan.
Gotta wait for help, Leilani.
And she'll bring it back up, and as we hit the 2-minute mark, New London will reset. Timeout, Holly Misto on the side.
Good timeout there by Holly Misto. A little confusion out there what they wanted to do offensively, Casey. You've got your backup point guard in the game. You've got your center out. Let's set something up. Let's set something up so we can get, maybe X in the game, get her involved a little bit, and get an easy bucket. The last 2 or 3 times, New London seemed a little confused on the offensive end.
I have to tell you, Sports Doctor, one of the great joys today has been seeing Major Roman, Melquan Gomez, Gio Lopez, former and current Whaler greats are here tonight supporting the girls basketball program as part of the there you see
C.J. Parker.
You see a Parker and a Roman and a Lake and a Sawyer.
Yeah.
Former New London greats. That team right there was pretty good.
Seth Lake scored 53 points in the ECC final a few years ago, did he not?
Yeah, Seth Lake was making threes from out in the parking lot that night.
Mr. G's.
That's right. But that's the great part about this time of year. The holidays, everybody's home, and what better way than to support the Whaler girls, who have a 1-point lead over Capital Prep here in the first period.
Now let's see what Holly Misto calls coming off the timeout with a high-low action and try to get X Melendez involved near the rim.
She wanted a screen from Howden but couldn't get it. McClellan now with a reverse ball, dangerous pass, but Nicholson with a nice job stepping out. 2 really good offensive players, Pagan and Roman, on the bench right now for the Whalers. Nice defense from Stevenson. Nicholson kicks. Sawyer back to Nicholson.
I'd like to see Sawyer shoot that ball. She'd wide open look.
Inside it goes to Howden, and she's going to get a foul by Stevenson on the floor. And that's just not fair to try to have to guard Perry that time. She can't be expected to guard Howden. She's just too big.
Gets good position down in that block, does Harden.
Yeah, she's just in a great position on the block that time. Kick out Nicholson. Splits the defense, pulls up in the lane, jumper through.
Good look that time by Rosie Nicholson. Good inbound pass by Cora Sawyer. And the Whalers back up here by 3, Casey.
White with the ball, swings it around for Prep. Driving the lane, Hawthorne, runners by Perry, no good. And Harden rips the rebound away. Possession arrow will favor Capital Prep. But you gotta like the aggressiveness that time if you're Coach Holly Misto. The sophomore in there scrapping for a rebound with Hawthorne.
Yeah, not afraid to do the dirty work, not afraid to mix it up and get involved on a varsity level. You like the energy.
Long three from Stevenson is no good, and Melendez, quick outlet, it goes to Nicholson. She's looking to push. Nicholson pulls up, jumper in the lane, no good. Got a little swipe from the backside by Morgan that time. And now the other way comes White. White baseline, double clutch, no good. But Prep with the offensive rebound. Follow is nice from Perry.
You saw the speed by White going down the floor that time. She beat Nicholson down the floor. A lot of people don't, and then a second chance opportunity for the Trailblazers. Cut this lead down to 8-7.
We got the official Billy Bono down there having a word with Ed Wyant at the scorer's table of New London. The officials for today are Billy Bono, Matt Green, and Cheryl Kraft, a very talented and veteran crew for this big game here between the Trailblazers and the Whalers.
Saw Matt Green working out the other day, Planet Fitness, telling me to get me into shape. He said, I'm getting into shape, sports doctor.
I saw him getting in. He was working out before the game today. He was taking it seriously. He was doing his pre-game running and stretching here on the floor.
Coach Bono Coach Millsap, we're working Bono over there, referee, Bill Bono. Trying to get the hometown call on the road. I'm sorry, Coach.
McClellan wants to have her pocket pick. Dangerous spot for McClellan. She needs some help. Back to Sawyer. Very calm, 30 seconds. The Whalers are going to try to look for a last shot, probably. Swings to McClellan. Melendez posting, wants the ball. Down under 20 now. New London wants to go in at the end of the period with a lead.
Tough place to pick up your dribble.
And we're going to get a foul that time on Janaea Morgan as she just bumped Sawyer going for the ball.
Yeah, and New London got bailed out there that time because that's a very tough place to pick up your dribble if you allow McClellan. Right near half court, no man's land. Capital Prep jumped the double team there, and New London very fortunate.
With 13 seconds remaining here in the first period, Prep putting a little man-to-man pressure on. Sawyer with a nice ball fake, gets it to McClellan, and Whalers are going to look for that last shot. Harden up high. McClellan's telling her to go. She needs a pick. She gets one. Switch. McClellan goes baseline. Drive. Wild shot at the buzzer. No good. And we are at the end of one period. Your score, New London 8, Capital Prep 7. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
Madison Bell, East Lyme, senior, volleyball, libero. Our most memorable game was probably against Fitch at Dig Pink when we won the large division because we haven't done that in a while, and we worked really hard all 4 years to get to that place. That would have to be Derek Jeter because of his work ethic and how he left everything on the field. I committed to Eastern in the summer, and that's where I'm going to be playing for my next 4 years.
Game Day is brought to you by the award-winning Submarine Car Wash and Detail Center, located on Route 12 in Groton, your local experts in auto detailing. A variety of car wash coupons are available on theday.com. Print and stop in today.
Oh, first quarter that saw New London get themselves in a little bit of foul trouble there, Casey. They held on to a 1-point lead, a fast-paced, a bit of a sloppy game, maybe a feeling-out process. But I like the pressure by New London. Capital Prep just trying to find their way a little bit in the offensive end.
They're going to start the second quarter with both Spencer Roman and Ty Pagan back in the game. Melendez is going to get a breather, so McClellan stays in the game. But a different look, we're going to get the starters back in the game, and we'll see how long Roman and Pagan can stay on the floor.
And again, New London trying to set the high screen for McClellan.
Ball loose, Sawyer chases it down. Dangerous spot to Roman. Roman drives with the right hand, back stripped by Morgan. Prep looking to run, but the other way, Nicholson got a hand on it, as she often does. She is so quick with her hands.
She's a pest out there in the basketball court for opposing teams. So good, the lunch pail girl, Rosie Nicholson.
She is in every passing lane, whether you think she is or not. Sawyer swings to McClellan. Whalers doing a little cut and roll. Swinging it, trying to roll to the basket. So far, they're not freeing anybody up. Now there goes Spencer. McClellan drive to the basket. Running layup, no good, and a beautiful rebound by Perry over Pagan.
I got to finish there at the rim. If you have a look like that, point blank, you got to lay it up. 3 missed layups so far for the Whalers.
Yeah, you said it earlier, Sports Doctor. They should have about 16 points, but they have not been able to finish.
And there's a cheap one on the outside by McClellan. A bit of a frustration foul that time by Leilani. Shake it off, kid. You'll be all right. You're going to get an opportunity to score a basket. If you get to the rim, Casey, you've got to finish.
Absolutely. Durante's back into the ball game, replacing White. She'll get a break. You got to wonder about the conditioning with the knee brace. But you're right, Sports Doctor. They got to finish at the rim. They've had opportunities. Really, Capital Prep has scored when they've had opportunities. New London has had opportunities and not scored.
Especially looks at the rim.
Long kick out. Durantes, no good. Rebound underneath, and the putback strong from Hawthorne. It looks like Pagan's a little tentative right now, not wanting to get the third foul. She's been out-rebounded on both ends, and Prep has their first lead of the game.
Cassandra Hawthorne, one of our players to watch in the feature again. She's only 5'10", but she's a low-post presence for this Trailblazer team.
McClellan doesn't like the pressure, neither does Sawyer. Picks her dribble up. Nicholson doesn't mind. She's going to spin and reset. Nicholson breaking it down. Heads to the basket. Stops. Kicks it out and loses the ball. Turnover. That's Rosie trying to do a little too much.
Well, the defensive help, the off-ball defensive help right now for Capital Prep is creating havoc for New London. They don't know how to deal with the pressure. There's too much dribbling. There's too much pounding of the basketball. Pass the ball, make the extra pass. Don't dribble into the pressure.
You see Coach Misto wants to talk to Nicholson, let her know what they want her to do. Other way now, Stevenson. Sawyer on the ball. Nice job by Sawyer. Tries to get it up ahead. It's loose. Pagan on the floor. And we're going to get a tie-up, and it will be Capital Prep basketball on the possession arrow. Good defense by Sawyer that time.
You know, and the one thing you've noticed in this ball game too, Casey, is anytime a ball hits the floor and it's loose, both teams on the floor after it. Kids are going to get it tonight.
Melendez reaching in on Hawthorne. Hawthorne's pushing her off with the left. They either could get a foul, and I think we're going to get a foul that time on Melendez. And I got to be honest with you.
That was a bit of a hook that time. It was a little hook that time by Hawthorne.
I mean, there's definitely contact, but Hawthorne that time sealed off with the arm. I think that's a play on as well.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a 1-and-1 now for Capital Prep. And that's should put Hawthorne at the line, where she is very solid. Nicholson back into the game for the Whalers, replacing McClellan, which means the original starting 5 on the floor for New London.
Junior forward Cassandra Hawthorne acts as their center. Casey, she averaged 11 points a game last year. She was one of the catalysts up front for the Trailblazers. Excited to play her junior year and make big things happen.
First one for Hawthorne with a chance to extend a 1-point lead is true. She's very, you saw in the video of them, she's very, very composed at the line. Has a very nice form. 2-point Capital Prep lead. Their biggest lead of the game. And now a 3-point lead, and the Whalers have not put the ball in the bucket in a little while. There's a nice look to Melendez. Layup is good. Nicholson on the screen and roll. Nice job.
Oh, the slip by Melendez to get herself free space from the elbow. And then the delivery to finish at the rim. Thank you, Rex.
Durantes drives on Nicholson. Errant pass out of bounds. Turnover. And the Whalers will take possession with 5:27. And quickly, Najee White gets back into the ball game. And she replaces Janaea Morgan. So both teams right now with their original starting 5 on the floor.
You know, in that last offensive trip by New London, too, you saw the experience of having Nicholson and a point guard, you know, finding the open player, putting the ball in her hands in a position to score.
Roman, drive to the basket. Ball loose on the floor. Great defense. We're going to get another jump ball. This time possession arrow will favor New London, but wonderful defense by Deasia Stevenson that time, slipping in and stripping Roman.
And again, no loose ball going uncontested here tonight. Both teams on the hardwood.
There's a nice cut by Nicholson to the basket. Layup is good. Great speed and patience from Roman, and the Whalers are back on top.
4 points for Rosie Nicholson, number 2, senior guard.
Drive to the basket. Sawyer reaches in, strips, and we'll have another tie-up back to Prep. Great hands by Sawyer that time. You know, she doesn't look quick because She's got the arms out. She looks like she's playing super fundamental, but she moves side to side very, very well.
Yeah, and the long arms helping to reach and just the savviness to knock the ball out of the hands of Prep.
Elijah Martinez, Gio Lopez, some of the Whaler boys poised to open their season Friday night against Montville.
We'll talk to Gio at halftime.
White with Nicholson. Drives, pulls up in Nicholson's face. Nicholson got a piece. Pagan rebounds and comes out of the pack with it. Nicholson up ahead. It goes to Sawyer.
Got numbers.
Sawyer 3-on-2. Pulls it up, dumps it into Melendez, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Looks like that one's going to go on White, reaching in on Melendez.
And I think Melendez is telling Cora Sawyer to shoot the basketball. Shoot it. Wide open 8-footer. Sometimes the extra pass is not needed, and that time Cora Sawyer had a point-blank shot from about 10 feet.
They called it on Stevenson, but you're right. It's twice that Melendez has put the ball on the floor. The Whalers need to shoot the ball. There's a inside Melendez. Little turnaround, no good, but Pagan, ball loose.
Got to be careful down there. You got 2 fouls.
And a timeout by Stevenson as she was in no man's land, but a heads-up play with 4:29 remaining. And you're right about the all-out effort. This is one of those old Georgetown games that it's just ugly because both teams so quick in the passing lanes.
Yeah, I mean, harassing. Both teams are very harassing down there. Coach Millsap probably trying to dial something up on offensive end because they're struggling a little bit as far as New London. Listen, let's be patient. You know, we've got the kids we want on the floor right now. Ride this out and let's finish. Let's finish at the rim. Let's give the ball to Melendez and Pagan in a position, Casey, where it's easy for them to score. And I think it helps having Nicholson on the floor.
Well, we got all of the holiday fixings. We got the Sea of Gold, the New London cheerleaders. It is a festive atmosphere, and right now it's a 1-point Whaler lead. And I think what we can say for sure is we were wondering, where does New London fit in the picture with Capital Prep? Where does Capital? These two teams are very evenly matched.
Yeah, they belong. There's no doubt about that.
So this has got the makings of a good old-fashioned ball game. Hawthorne up top, gives to White. White comes off a double screen, drives the baseline, puts it up over Pagan. No good. And a nice follow, no good. And Sawyer down fighting for the rebound. And we're going to get a reach-in foul on White. I don't know if White likes that. Now she's clapping in Roman's face. Roman's going, listen, we went down this road 2 years ago. We're not doing that again.
No. Najee White very frustrated. She thought she was fouled going to the rim. And she might have been. You see Matt Green kind of talking to her right now, calming things down. So relax and play basketball. I shot it. There you go. That's Matt Green. Yeah,
I like that right there.
That's why I ride the exercise bike to Matt.
Great officiating, but also give Najee White. You know, when you play nationally like they do, this is the kind of thing you need to show officials. They don't know who you are.
Right.
Show them that sportsmanship. I appreciate what we just saw. Melendez, 15-footer off the back of the rim, no good. Loose, Pagan puts it on the floor again. Go up strong, folks.
Yeah, just go right up with the basketball tie.
White up top for the Trailblazers, down 1. Especially against a team with the quickness of Capital Prep. Every time you put the ball on the floor, it's an invitation for those strips. White blows by Nicholson. Strong floater is good. There's the athleticism of Najee White.
Boy, she's a good basketball player, man. She just kind of takes over out there.
Cut by Pagan, blocked on the backside from Perry out of bounds. It'll be Whaler ball. Great cut by Pagan, but surprising. I think she was surprised that Perry got it from the backside.
Yeah, Perry's quick. The closeout on D, the quick hands. Pagan thought she had a bunny there.
Looking for Melendez, they've got her. A little 15-footer, no good. She has not knocked those down. Ball on the floor, Melendez comes out with it, and the Whalers will reset.
Yeah, Rosie sticking her nose in things, allowing New London to keep possession.
Nicholson tries to look for, there it is to Melendez. Melendez has Pagan. Instead, drive to the basket, pump fake, and a nice job by Melendez.
6 points for Melendez, and that time doing work with it back to the basket, squares up, gets position, and Casey rises up and hits that 6-footer. Very effective from about 10 feet and in is Melendez.
White on top with the ball, swings it in the long 3. Stevenson back iron, no good, and a nice seal out by Pagan for the rebound for the Whalers. Nicholson wants to push. Sawyer, Melendez calling for it. Sawyer
had her.
Kicks it back out to Nicholson, and the Whalers will reset.
When they're calling for it on the block, you got to give it to her.
Oh, and then she had it, and she drew the foul on Hawthorne because great position, and Melendez will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
You know, that's the thing. You've seen back-to-back possessions here by Melendez. The seal with the defender. She keeps the defender on her backside. She opens herself up for the pass. The delivery, no hoop and harm, but you're at the line to shoot 1-on-1.
You know, I've gotten to know ex-Melendez a little bit and know her family a little bit. Her brother, as she misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Her brother is a fine basketball player himself and happens to be good friends with the junior voice of Game Day. And she's a great competitor. She's still getting better, but she's a great kid, as are a few of these kids that we know here tonight. That's the best part of this game. These kids are class act. The other way, Nicholson finds Roman. Roman with the left hand, no good, and a strong rebound, but Nicholson steals it. Layup by Nicholson is good, and the Whalers back up 3.
It's all roses for Rosie Nicholson. 8 points in the first half of the Whalers, Casey, pushing the lead to 3. She can do a little bit of everything out there for Coach Holly Misto.
Morgan with the left hand drives, wild left-hander, no good. Melendez tips it out of bounds. That should be Capital Prep basketball.
That should be New London's ball.
Now, and Billy Bono was right on it. Now, that was Melendez with the left hand, tipped it out of bounds. And Capital Prep has it underneath, and White will inbound for the Trailblazers. Down 3. In it goes to Morgan. Janaea Morgan finds a nice zip pass underneath the Perry for the layup and 1. And the foul on Melendez. And not a lot of contact there, but an opportunity for Perry to tie this thing on a beautiful pass from Stevenson.
That time you saw Melendez kind of fall asleep a little bit at defensive end. A great pass, the look away, and the hoop and the arm.
Perry at the line with a chance to tie it. That foul shot off the back iron, and a nice rebound by Melendez. Nicholson doesn't have the numbers, so she'll pull it out. Sawyer wants Pagan, instead swings it now to the foul line. Melendez, underneath it goes to Pagan, no foul there, and a steal by Prep. Up ahead, White. And gives the ball to Stevenson. Stevenson drives on Sawyer. Back up top, and there's a steal from Melendez. Good hands. She finds Nicholson, cutting Sawyer. Sawyer tries to draw contact, no foul, gets her own rebound, and a layup. Persistence, Cora Sawyer.
There you go, Cora. Shoot the ball. Great persistence by the Whaler guard.
Morgan answers quickly on a nice outlet. The team's starting to run a little bit now. Nicholson now, and the Whalers will set. Gets a high screen from Pagan. Nicholson kicks. Sawyer finds a cutting Pagan. Roman instead. Back up top it goes, and the Whalers will reset. Nicholson crosses over. Stevenson draws the foul, and that'll put Rosie Nicholson at the line. Whalers up 1 with 36 seconds remaining. So big free throws here for Rosie Nicholson. Chance to extend the lead. They missed the first part of the 1-and-1 before. You're going to see Coach Misto. I think this is a brilliant move. She takes both Pagan and Roman out of the game. There's no way they're drawing their third foul here in the first half. They'll play 36 seconds without him. That is a very sharp move by Holly Misto. Nicholson's first one, back iron, no good. Rebound from Hawthorne. Whalers 0 for 2 on those 1-and-1s. Other direction, White by McClellan. McClellan without the glasses now. She's got the contacts in. McClellan and Nicholson are going to harass. 21 seconds remaining here in the half. Whalers up 1. Stevenson loses the ball off her foot out of bounds. And with 13 seconds remaining, the Whalers have a chance at the final shot. No pressure from Prep. They're going to let the Whalers have the last shot. So here comes McClellan. Look for Nicholson. Desiree Johnson in the game for the Whalers as well. 5 seconds. McClellan drives. Up she goes. Jumper at the buzzer. Tip by Melendez is up. No good, no foul. And we are at halftime. Whalers with an 18-17 lead. And the sports doctor is going to try to hunt down New London coach Holly Misto, the birthday girl, and talk to her at halftime about the first half. He's going to walk her through the cheerleaders. And sports doctor with Coach Holly Misto
Coach, was the pace and the tempo of the first half, was that to your liking?
Yeah, we want to run. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, did they do anything defensively to take you out of rhythm offensively, or did you just got to finish at the rim?
No, we just got in a little bit of foul trouble, which kind of our rotation was not the way we like it. So, we have to play different combinations, and I think that's affecting us offensively a little bit.
What's the message at halftime?
Just keep playing hard, hustle all over the court, play defense, and try to be patient on offense and take good shots and finish around the rim.
Good luck in the second half. Casey, finish at the rim. I've been saying it all half.
You have Sports Doctor. That's why they call you the Doctor. We are at halftime at New London with the Whalers. A 1-point lead over the Capital Prep Trailblazers. You are watching Game Day live on theday.com. So, we saw some amazing plays this fall on Game Day in 5 different sports. Here's a look at some of those plays and the athletes that made them. Kick bouncing through the middle, and it will be taken by Spicer at the 20-yard line. Spicer breaks a tackle. Spicer's in the open, and Spicer is gone! Comes down to Burgess at the 22. He heads straight up the middle, now to the right hash, trying to get outside. Can't avoid Whaler pressure, breaks a tackle, heads up the sideline, crosses the 50, crosses the 40, crosses the 30, crosses the 20. One man to beat is Parker. Touchdown! And the punt is blocked by the Falcons. Letellier's got a chance at a big play. Letellier scoops it up and scores a Falcons touchdown. Kusnarowicz, high ball overhead of everybody. It's bouncing, it's loose, it's in, and it's another Woodstock goal. DeVignan got her head on it. Ball ahead, opportunity for Kaczynski, taps it by the keeper, and we have our first goal! Cara Beaupre with her second goal of the game.
Nelly, now that inside handoff goes to Scott. He's got some room, he's in the second level. Scott to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, down the sideline, touchdown.
Ebden's gonna keep it himself around left end, cuts it back inside, breaks another tackle, heads to the middle of the field. Max Ebden looking for a block. Max Ebden crosses midfield. He's at the 40. Max Ebden still slippery. Cuts it back inside 30, inside 20. Looking for one more block. Max Ebden, miracle! Handoff goes to Barbosa Torres. Barbosa Torres breaks a tackle, cuts it back inside in the open field. Barbosa Torres crosses midfield. He crosses the 40. He crosses the 30. One man to beat, and he's gonna beat him! Aruda out in front with a breakaway. Aruda, and a wild shot and a score. Miranda Aruda, wow! Gonna throw, dumps it in the flat. Nice catch by English.
Looks Gennaro Davis's way, throws down the sidelines.
Wow.
Gennaro Davis.
Wow, what a catch.
McManaway wants to throw. Deep sideline pattern, has Mulkentine, he catches it at the 50, down the sideline 40, Mulkentine's to the 30, the 20, cuts inside Jeffrey, touchdown! George looks to throw, hits Lopez on a little out pattern. Lopez pushing DeSonia, cuts it back inside. Lopez fighting, and what a play by Gio Lopez for the touchdown. Ellie Jewell with the kill. That is a big time attack. And a huge hit by Ian Atuno. Down the sideline into traffic, and it's tipped, and it's intercepted by Tate. And it's going to be intercepted in the end zone by Parker.
Rose was right, and he's sacked. And the ball's on the turf, picked up, scooped up, and ran for a touchdown by number 22.
He has a little bit of a one-on-one. Alvarez one's right-footed. What a great save out in front made by Heaney. Salem gonna keep it himself. Heads up the middle of the field, has a first down, makes a move, heads to the outside. Salem still on his feet, down the sideline, reaching, touchdown! Mojica takes over the Hollis Scott role as the fullback. Handoff straight up the middle, breaks a tackle, first down and more. Mojica, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 44 and out the door. There's some former greats. They were responsible for some of the highlights we've had on game day. Colin Sawyer, Seth Lake. But one of the guys we saw in this most recent highlight film had a great year himself, and he's at halftime guest with the Sports Doctor. Take it away.
Well, Casey, I kind of ran into Gio Lopez here at the ball game tonight. Gio, basketball season starts for you guys next Friday against Montville, I do believe, is your home opener. But you're coming off a tremendously successful football season. All-State.
Yeah, All-State, man. You know, it was a long ride. First day of August practice, I said, you know what, I'm going to do everything I can to make that All-State, and I made it happen.
Listen, does it help having a kid like Owen George throwing you the ball?
I could always, I knew I could always count on him. I knew he was going to give me the ball. His fade ball is beautiful, like one of the prettiest things I've ever seen.
I'm down on the sidelines against NFA, and you guys are down 22-0 at one point. Was there ever any quitting a team? Did you guys pack it in? Did you guys just stay with it?
Nah, I told them, like, you guys block, y'all do what y'all gotta do, I'll do what I gotta do, and that's what we did. It just shows the heart everybody has.
And Coach Roman, talk about what he added to this New London program the last couple of years. Last year, 9-1, return trip to the state playoffs. This year, will New London miss a guy like Juan Roman?
Of course, man. He's a great guy. Like, he believes in every kid. He takes care of kids like their own. Like, he's a great guy, and you know, I just hope him the best for what he's doing. And I know he's gonna be there every day. So it's, you know, he's gonna be there. So
he's got a couple of kids own doing work over here. Everybody's here. Well, basketball season's coming. You're a senior this year. The team is loaded with guards.
Yeah, loaded with guards. I mean, we could probably switch up a lineup every game if we wanted to. You know, we just have a whole bunch of guys that can shoot the ball, dribble the ball, so it's going to be fun.
Is it good to have, you know, Eduardo and Jalen here for the second year under Chop Parker? Well, are they used to the program a little bit?
Nah, they're used to. You know, Jalen, he's from New London. He was born and raised there. And, you know, he's a great guy. He's working hard, so it's going to be fun, real fun.
Well, all we've been hearing about is East Lyme, Ledyard, Waterford. When are we going to, can we start hearing about New London this year?
Well, we play them actually during one of our first games of the season, so I mean, it's going to be great. We play Ledyard, then East Lyme, so, you know, hopefully those two games we shut them up.
You're tired of the noise?
I'm tired of it, man. I really am, man. I don't want to hear it no more.
All right, listen, you're going to have a lot of fun this year in basketball season.
Definitely, it's going to be fun. You know, we're looking to get back in the ECC championship. You know, that's where we're supposed to be at.
Gio Lopez, one of my all-time favorites here, Casey, on game day.
Well, he doesn't lack for confidence. Hey, happy birthday, Coach Holly Misto. You're hoping for a victory, and your Whalers have a 1-point lead at halftime. We'll be back on the other side with more. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
Hi, I'm Samuel Whitaker. I go to East Lyme High School. I'm a junior, and I do cross country. My most memorable meet was winning the ECC race. It was really memorable because I was very nervous because the field, the top three were very close, so the winner wasn't. No one was had any big favor of winning because we were all very close in times through the season. So pulling ahead with less than a mile to go and winning was really memorable. It was a nice day. I would say my biggest role model is Van Moffitt. He went to East Lyme High School. He was a senior when I was a freshman, and he moved on to New England. He didn't win ECCs, but he won the Double M, and he was just a really good runner, a really good person, and he just really taught me a lot. So I've just tried to be as good as him. Well, indoor track season starts soon, so that's going to be a big transition from cross country, shorter distances or longer distances to the shorter distances. But I'm really looking forward to this outdoor season this year because this is when I put together my big times for colleges and stuff to look at.
There they are, the coaching staff of this past year for the New London High School Whalers. Everyone knows them simply as Juan and Arnie. Coach Roman and Delia, and they were a staple here with the Whalers. We're at halftime at the John T. Conway Gymnasium. Casey O'Neill along with the Sports Doctor and Keith, a 1-point Whaler lead. Let's take a setup here. What are we looking at in the second half?
Well, I mean, if you're in New London, you're going to just try and run your stuff. Stay out of foul trouble with your 2 stars right now and run your stuff and finish at the rim. Coach Holly Misto talked about that. And as far as prep goes, Casey, they really haven't found any kind of rhythm on the offensive end. You see some driving, some layups and stuff like that, but not much in the, to speak of as far as half-court sets. So for New London, stay out of foul trouble, finish at the rim, and for Capital Prep, maybe find some sort of offensive identity.
Whalers will start their opening five: Sawyer, Roman, Melendez, Pagan, and Nicholson. 2 fouls on Roman and on Melendez and on Pagan. So we're going to see, like you said, who gets 3 first. On the other side of things, Perry and Stevenson. Janaea Morgan will start the second half along with Hawthorne and White. And we are ready to go.
Now, curious to see which team made an adjustment on the offensive end, Casey, maybe to shake things up a little bit. And your Coach Millsap's over there. I'm sure she's got something up her sleeve.
Nicholson now swings. They're looking to dump in. Sawyer more confidently, but she picks up the dribble. And a steal on the other end. There's the defense of Morgan on Nicholson. Great defense from Nicholson, though. Ball loose on the floor, out of bounds, and it will go to off the legs of Prep. Whaler ball, but great defense by Nicholson, not drawing a foul. But one of the keys that you wanted to know about, I think it's Janaea Morgan's defense. I think she really liked, Coach Millsaps likes Janaea Morgan and Stevenson as the quick guards.
Well, listen, we've seen on a half dozen occasions, if you're in New London and you pick up your dribble, you're going to get doubled, you're going to get pressured, you're going to turn the ball over.
There's another steal as Nicholson tried to get too fancy, and she steals it right back. But that's 2 steals from Morgan in the early going. Picks up her dribble, finds Pagan. Pagan dumps it to Melendez. Block. Gets her own rebound. Up again. Block. Tipped. Nicholson. Layup is good. Rosie. Relentless.
Great high low and right back into the pressure is New London.
Now they'll drop out. Stevenson look to break down Nicholson. See, Prep already wants to up the tempo here on offense. A little more urgency here with the ball.
A little bit of down screen there, off the ball, at the foul line extended. Bit of a motion offense here by Prep. We did not see that in the first half.
Long 3, Stevenson, good! And we are tied at 20, brand new ball game.
Some down screening, some off the ball motion, things we did not see in the first half of the Prep, maybe shooting that 3-pointer from the elbow extended. That time Stevenson had the open look and buried it.
Roman, high post, it goes to Pagan. Looking for Melendez. Pagan puts it on the floor, back to Sawyer. Back inside, nice look to Pagan. Strong move is good, and 1. Great look by Corliss Sawyer, forcing it into Pagan, and she scores the basket. Whalers back up on top.
Yeah, the repost at that time by Ty Pagan. Kicked the ball back out to Sawyer, got the rock back. The hoop in the harm for Ty Pagan, number 30.
Whalers have not been good from the line thus far, missing some opportunities. Here's an opportunity and 1. It's short. Ball tipped off of Roman, and Stevenson pushing the other way for Prep. Nice look, it goes, but off the hands, and Pagan comes out. Nicholson now wants to run with the Whalers. And it goes to Melendez, turnaround jumper, back iron, no good. There's Pagan with the rebound, and a follow putback.
I think you're starting to see the skill set of young Ty Pagan, Casey. She is ready for action here tonight.
Stevenson right back the other way, no good, and Pagan with a rebound. Right now she's channeling her sister, All State India Pagan.
Post and repost, re-entry passes, catch, jump shot, left hand, defensive end rebounding. Ty Pagan.
Nicholson blows by, misses the layup, but Melendez with the offensive rebound, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it will stay New London ball. Rosie's got to finish.
Couple of different blown opportunities in the second half early for New London. Looking to push this lead from 4 to 6, Case.
Pagan drives right hand. Little left-hander, no good. Ball tipped, and a nice rebound by Perry. Prep looks to run. Morgan loses it, but White picks it up for the Trailblazers.
And no crossover dribble that time in front of Rosie Nicholson. She can go out and get it.
Stevenson with another 3. They got to get out on her. She's a shooter. And the lead now 1.
And Holly Misto is going to talk about that during the timeout. She is furious over there on the sidelines.
Yeah, we did a little digging on Capital Prep, and one of the things we were told is Deja Stevenson can shoot it. They got it. They need her to score. New London's got to be aware of her. And you can see, you think Coach Tammy Millsaps is intense?
Just a little bit. I had a chance to talk to Coach Millsaps before the game, and she is, Casey, all business, just like these New London cheerleaders are right here. I can tell you that much.
You can do that, right, Sports Doctor?
Back in the day, I could do a lot of things.
The Sea of Gold, they love it. The Sea of Gold is having fun here tonight.
Look at them glasses that Jalen Benson's got on, aren't they smooth?
That's what a student section is supposed to be. There is nothing better. You see Elijah Martinez.
I got shades like that, man. Let me tell you. That's some cool stuff right there.
But you know what? That's what high school basketball is supposed to be.
Yep.
We got dignitaries all over. Yep. Cherie Osborne, former All-State Whaler basketball star, in the crowd tonight.
Love seeing the kids have fun.
1-point game. Whaler ball. Roman looks for Nicholson. Dumps it inside. Melendez spins. Shot blocked at the rim, but a foul on Hawthorne, and Melendez will shoot two. And the Whalers got to knock down some layups and foul shots, and the Whalers are up 15 points right now.
Yeah, Hawthorne was a little bit frustrated on that foul call right there, Casey, but Melendez again, she does a great job getting position on the low block with her body. She shields off the defender. She's a little bit short and undersized, can't get her shot off in a jump shooting position, but she can muscle her way to the rim.
Would you agree, though, if the Whalers made foul shots
without a doubt.
and layups, they're up 15 points right now?
Without a doubt.
They're 0 for their last 4 from the line.
Yeah, and they've missed at least 8 or 9 layups.
Two 1-and-1s, the and one, and the front end of this. Second one, good. Puts them back up 2, and now the Whalers are going to put some pressure on. Nice, good job, but there's a steal by Nicholson. Up ahead it goes to Sawyer, left-handed layup. No good, you got to finish. Up ahead it goes. Morgan, 3. Short iron. Strong rebound and a foul on Sawyer as White came down with the rebound and Sawyer bumped into her. Maybe a little frustrated off the missed layup.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Casey. Frustration foul on Sawyer and goes back to the missed layups and the whole 9 yards.
Ball underneath for Prep, down 2. Intensity picking up here as both teams looking to seize control. Up top, Stevenson, long 3, Sawyer with a block. Cora Sawyer elevated and blocked the 3. Nicholson, nice look into Melendez, short.
Prep going to come down, going to run their stuff, try to find a 3-point shooter on the wing. Najee White calling out plays.
Whalers content switching off the guards. Nicholson now has White, and we're going to get a shove. Najee White, they're going to call an offensive foul.
She does not like that one at all.
She's asking Morgan, did I push her? I pushed her?
I don't think Coach Millsaps likes that one, and nobody over there on the burnt orange of the Trailblazers was a fan of that call.
Looking for a high screen. Looking for Melendez now up top. Dangerous pass. Roman comes back out with it to Pagan. Pagan dumps into Roman. Roman's got the size advantage. Bullies. And she just bullied Deja Stevenson. Roman too big for the diminutive Trailblazer.
Yeah, and again, this is probably the 3rd possession where New London's had the ability to post and then repost. Kick the ball out, find yourself a better position on the block. Spencer Roman got the ball turned and at least got the harm. The hoop, but the harm.
That's a mismatch of mismatches. Anytime Roman can get on the block against Stevenson, she can just muscle her to the basket.
Yep. Bigger, stronger.
And an air ball. The Whalers right now are acting like they have not shot free throws in this gym.
And she's shooting free throws like Major Roman did last year. And major problem.
Free throws or foul shots?
That's a foul shot.
No, we're not making that happen. That's not coming back. Don't worry, that's not coming back. Second one up is short on the iron, and Melendez lets it go. Perry with the rebound. White driving on Sawyer, spins, goes with the left hand, kicks it out. Morgan foregoes the 3. Wild runner is good. Janiyah Morgan, and the Blazers within 2. Now within 1. We're tied now at 25. Check that. Inside foul on Melendez, and the Whalers will reset the possession.
Cassandra Hawthorne a little gratuitous that time with the reach on Melendez, picking up the foul. Melendez can get position when she wants by the rim. She's a good finisher, good strong body. Knows how to play in the low post, that's for sure.
Sawyer inbounds underneath. Long outlet it goes to Pagan. McClellan is in the ballgame for Roman. Now Nicholson goes, drives, and fouled. Perry on the backside fouls Nicholson, And Rosie will shoot 2.
Yeah, that time you saw Rosie come out to get the ball and then do a back cut to the rim, Casey. Picked up the ball in stride. Nice pass that time. Rosie with the line to shoot 2.
Got to knock down the free throws. Both teams looking to make some hay here, and free throws come into play.
I like the way I'm sorry, Casey. I like the way New London's moving without the basketball on the offensive end. Both teams right now, they seem to get a little more of a flow and a little more of a rhythm moving without the basketball, whether it's Melendez, whether it's Rosie, whether it's Stevenson on the other side for Capital Prep. This game seems to have a little more flow to it here in the second half.
Macy Durantes back in the game, 1 of 2, but Melendez ball loose. Out of the pack comes White. She's looking to push now for the Trailblazers. Goes all the way to the basket. Loses the ball out of bounds, and it will be Whaler ball as Pagan stepped in her way.
Yeah, that was a travel violation there, too. She let the ball go and then re-grabbed it.
Prep looking to put some pressure on. Pagan will inbound. Melendez, not the ball handler. They got to get it to a ball handler. Nicholson breaks pressure. Has McClellan. Layup is no good. Out of bounds. It'll stay Whaler ball. Layups and free throws. Layups and free throws. The story of the Whalers only having a 1-point lead right now when they are thoroughly outplaying Capital Prep. McClellan spins. Little double clutch, no good. And it wasn't tipped, and it'll be Prep ball.
And again, McClellan kind of caught in no man's land. Do I pass it to a big person? Do I shoot the ball? A little indecisiveness that time by number 5.
White with Sawyer. Sawyer jumps the screen. Now Stevenson, little pull-up 15-footer off side iron, no good. Rebound up and put back and in by Durantes, and Capital Prep regains the lead.
A lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of jockeying for position going down in the paint. Pagan, Melendez trying to get their spots. Prep doing a nice job, Casey, extending the defense.
Left hand, Pagan all the way. A little floater is good. Ty Pagan says, hey, I'm the Pagan that's here.
Very impressed with the skill set of that young lady.
And it goes to White. Instead, down and a block by Melendez. Out of the pack comes Nicholson. And a foul on Durantes. Rosie Nicholson will not be denied the basketball. She is everywhere on 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and one thing that's alarming that you can see right now, Casey, is New London likes playing at that frenetic pace. They're more comfortable with that. They're more comfortable with the helter-skelter up and down the court, scrambling after loose balls. Capital Prep wants to run a half-court set. New London wants a little bit of a track meet here. And early in this game, in the third quarter, 1-on-1 situation for New London, only 1 foul against them. So they're shooting free throws here.
Roman back into the game. Melendez gets a well-deserved breather and a huge front end of a 1-and-1 right now from Rosie Nicholson. Free throws and layups have been the key so far as Nicholson misses the front end of her 1-and-1.
On cue.
Whalers should be up 15. They're out playing Capital Prep and they're letting them hang around because they can't make free throws and they can't make layups. White. And you know what? A team like Prep, if you let them hang around like this,
that's trouble.
That's a problem.
Team with a winning pedigree and championship coach.
Durantes up top, guarded by Roman. Low it goes, Roman. Oh, nice effort there. White comes out of it, though. Nice switch by Cora. Sawyer on the ball. Now a trap. We're going to look at a backcourt violation. Great defense from the Whalers. Nicholson, Sawyer, trap and forced a backcourt.
Yeah, the double team and the help out here on White really kind of set the tone for that defensive possession. Again, the extension of the defense for New London, and they like that helter-skelter pace.
Timeout on the sideline from Holly Misto. They're up 1 with 1:35 remaining here in the third period.
Yeah, when the game gets a little bit uncomfortable, I think that's when New London flourishes. Granted, they're missing layups and turning the ball over, but when Capital Prep is taken out of their rhythm, I think that's when New London seems to do very well. There she is, Cherie Osborne, back home. She won a chip here, did she not?
She did, and she was also a part of that team that lost to Capital Prep in the finals. And I think very similarly to that game at Mohegan Sun, New London outplayed Prep for stretches and let them hang around.
Yep.
And you can't let Capital Prep stay in this game if you're New London. They should be up 15. But unlike Ledyard, unlike Waterford, Capital Prep is in games like this every single night. You know, Ledyard might have 2 games a year. Waterford, 2 games a year. Capital Prep, every game is this. You can't let a team like this hang around.
They could have the X factor out there, and Stevenson too. He showed the ability to knock down a couple of threes.
Ty Pagan, by the way, went to the locker room with a towel. We don't know what that's about. Nicholson drives, little up fake, and basket is good. Smooth,
Rosie Nicholson in double figures now at 10 for the Whalers.
Long pass ahead. McClellan undersized, and a nice put up and in by Perry. McClellan can't handle Perry. She's too big.
That's too easy of a basket for Capital Prep on that end after New London scored and went up 3. Again, the mismatch.
Nicholson crosses over Morgan. Morgan, nice job of smoothing her feet. McClellan now, Morgan on her. Not the ball handler that Nicholson is. Looking for a backdoor cut with Roman, not there now. Nicholson, the Whalers a little out of sync right now, and Morgan's got great hands up top for Capital Prep.
A little bit of a spread the floor, no high-low without Pagan in the ball game.
And we're going to get a little ticky-tack foul on Stevenson. That's going to put McClellan at the line for 1-and-1. Someone's got to start knocking down some free throws.
2 for 10 from the free throw line is the Whalers. Speaking of knocking a couple, are they free throws or are they foul shots?
We're not doing that again. That's not coming back. It's not a thing.
I got to come up with something new, and I will.
How about this? Make one. 1-and-1 for McClellan. Back iron, no good. Roman chases down the loose ball, and we're tied up. Possession arrow features Capital Prep, but Roman that time at least fought, and the Whalers get a break, but Prep will have the ball.
Spencer Roman takes this game personally a little bit?
Absolutely. She
laying it on the line.
Last time she played this team, she left and went to the hospital. She jumps out on Stevenson, 30 seconds remaining. Stevenson crosses her over. Morgan drives on Melendez. Left-handed scoop is good. Smooth, Janea Morgan.
Talk about Prep hanging around. Now they get the lead here, looking to close out the quarter.
Yeah, Janaya Morgan is very, very quick. Prep up 1. There's a lob to Melendez. Ill-advised pass. And we're going to get a foul. On the play, they're going to call
Melendez
for over the top of White.
Pagan is back on the bench area over there.
Pagan back in,
yes.
Yeah. 10 seconds. Prep up 1. Whalers are going to let Stevenson pick it up. Nicholson forces it. Stevenson, left hand, drives, wild, crazy shot, no good. Pagan, up ahead it goes to Nicholson, crossover at the buzzer, no good. And we are at the end of 3 quarters. Capital Prep 31, New London 30. 4th quarter action on the other side. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com.
I'm Mady Whitaker. I go to Montville High School and I run cross country. My most memorable meet was State Opens, where I placed 16th to move on to the New England Championship. Probably my coach. He does ultra marathons and he's very passionate about running, so I always look up to him and he's always pushed me to be a better runner too. Well, I have track, indoor and outdoor track, so hopefully I can break some school records in indoor and outdoor and potentially move on to New England's.
Game Day is brought to you by the award-winning Submarine Car Wash and Detail Center, located on Route 12 in Groton. They are your local experts in auto detailing. A variety of car wash coupons are available on theday.com, so print them out and stop in today. You know, Sports Doctor, earlier this week at practice, Coach Holly Misto runs a drill with New London. They have to make 5 free throws in a row. If they can't make 5 in a row, they run. Simple. A lot of schools do it. We do it with the 5th grade travel team of the Junior Voice. They have to make 1 in a row or they run.
They have to be here for an hour, I bet you.
Well, guess what? It was 20 minutes before they could make 5 in a row, and it's showing 2 for 11 from the line are the Whalers.
The little things, the missed layups, the missed free throws, the small things you have to do in order to close out a basketball game.
Sawyer, baseline jumper is good.
I've been begging for that all game. If you have the open look call, pull the trigger and let it rip. Nothing but nylon. for Sawyer.
Back up one. Whalers, and Sawyer reaches in on White. She's been very cagey defensively, has Sawyer. White looks to drive baseline, blows by her. Pagan helps, and we're going to get our third foul on Ty Pagan, and that's going to send Jay White to the foul line.
So fast, quick first step. White can get to the rim.
Third on Pagan here. She managed to go the entire second quarter and much of all the third. So she went almost 2 full quarters without a foul. So she's okay right now. White will shoot 2. And there's a difference right there. Prep's been solid as a rock from the line, and New London's been throwing rocks from the line.
You are in mid-season form, aren't you?
Second one, nothing but net as well. Prep back up 1, and now with a little bit of extended pressure on Nicholson is Stevenson.
Let's see if New London can get back into that high-low set, run their stuff with Melendez.
And a nice foul that time. If there's such a thing as a good foul, it's that one by Durantes, because Melendez had her locked up with Pagan cutting to the basket. Now we're going to shoot 1-and-1. And right now, the Hacker-Whaler strategy seems to be the best thing you can do.
And you know what? Melendez and Pagan could see a lot of time here at the free throw line, Casey, in the last 7:28 of this ball game.
You know, it's very, as we've learned, Sports Doctor, from the Casey and the Sports Doctor, and another miss. As we've learned, there's very few things we can do as well as these kids. We can shoot free throws.
20%.
Yeah, I can shoot that. In the corner it goes. White, long 3. High archer is good. And Prep, with its biggest lead of the ball game, up ahead. Pagan running layup is no good. And a foul coming the other way on Roman. And right now Prep is up 5, and the Whalers should be up 15. And this game is in danger of slipping away from the Whalers.
Prep has hit 3 3-pointers here in the second half, Casey. That could be the X factor in this ball game. New London's inability to convert at the rim, and Prep kind of rising up and knocking some down from downrange.
White defended by Nicholson. Looks for a screen from Morgan. Now White switches out with Roman, looking to trap. Baseline, pull up, no good. Strong rebound, Pagan. Outlet to Nicholson. She's got a little one-on-one. She goes with Morgan, and she's going to get fouled, and Rosie's going to shoot 2. And from here on out, the Whalers will be shooting 2. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
No, they have to take advantage of that. I think we found the player who may be just as fast as Morgan on the floor, and Nicholson. A little one-on-one matchup. I'm going to force it to the rim. Let's see if Rosie can convert.
4-point Prep lead. First one is up, and it is in.
Holly Misto just is exasperated. Is that a word? Exasperated on the sidelines over there.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen anything like it. These kids could shoot higher from the 3-point land. I've just never seen anything like it. One more for Rosie. Second one is up and good, and the lead is 3.
One possession ball game. New London can stay with their extended pressure on D. Got to watch the shooters.
And there's Sawyer out ahead with the steal. Can't control it, and she had a wide open look. There's Nicholson for the layup, and it's a 1-point game. Cora Sawyer, big steal, and Nicholson with the finish.
And again, the helter-skelter pace, that's what the Whalers like. Cora Sawyer doing a lot of little things tonight.
And the other end, the turnover. Nicholson out of the pack. Whalers with numbers. Nicholson inside. Melendez fouled, and she'll go to the line.
And just like that, Casey, the game gets a little bit sloppy. New London's right back in it, looking to take the lead from the line. I like that. I like the fact that Sawyer and Nicholson and these New London players scrap and fight for everything they got.
Melendez will shoot 2. First one is off the side of the rim, no good. One more.
Boy, oh boy. They're about 2 for 14 right now, I do believe, unofficially from the line.
One more for X. Second one, up, back iron, no good. Ball tipped around, and out of the pack, we're going to get a foul. We're going to get a shove. That one's going to be on Melendez.
Frustration foul. New London is in a double bonus for the last 6 minutes and 10 seconds of this game.
It doesn't help if you can't make it.
Oh, they have to find a way to knock the ball in from the charity stripe.
They're going to put some pressure on. They want to keep the ball out of Stevenson's hand. Nicholson hounding her. Morgan now with the ball. She'll bring it up on Roman and push. Morgan all the way to the basket. Out of control. Blocked, and it's going to be on the end line off New London. It'll stay Capital Prep ball.
Ty Pagan was saying that ball was off of Morgan, pleading her case down there.
Billy Bono was right there. The crowd doesn't like it, but Billy Bono was right on top of it. White, lob it goes, and we're going to get a foul on Sawyer, although I do think that Perry just kind of tripped on Sawyer's feet. That's her second foul.
16 foul, I do believe, on New London. So next foul, Prep will be shooting 1-on-1.
Melendez playing with 4. That's the only one right now, a real significant. Long three, Stevenson is good!
Her third triple of the second half. Stevenson rising up from the elbow.
Roman, baseline jumper, short, no follow, out of the pack, Stevenson. Prep wants to push. Backside swipe, ball loose on the floor. And we're going to get a jump ball, possession arrow, Capital Prep.
And Holly Misto looking for a timeout over there for the New London Whalers. And she's going to get it. Matt Green gives it a timeout. Casey, 4 3-pointers here in the second half, and a lot of missed free throws and a lot of missed layups. The difference. Stevenson with 3, Najee White with 1, all from downtown right now have pushed this lead to 4 points.
The story of this game can be summed up in the one thing Prep has done, which New London hasn't done, and the 2 things New London hasn't done. Prep has made 4 3-pointers. Yeah. New London has made none. New London has made
2 foul shots.
3 from 13 or 3 from 14 from the line, and they've missed a dozen layups. So if either, Prep stayed in this game with 4 3-pointers.
Yes.
And New London had chances to blow this game open and hasn't been able to make the easy. Is there anything easier than free throws and layups?
No. And you said when you let a quality opponent hang around and then you knock down a 3-ball, it spells trouble. I'm sure Holly Misto, the kids are doing everything that they're supposed to be doing as far as implementing the game plan, but she talked about it going in the locker room at halftime. The kids have to find a way to finish this game.
Well,
they believe.
The Sea of Gold believes it's going to happen. And of course, this is just the first game in a long season on game day this year. And if you haven't been paying attention, you should, because the ECC boys is going to be a lot of fun. New London, Waterford, Ledyard, East Lyme, St. Bernard's, all with great teams, great players. It's going to be a fantastic season. And if this game is any indication, we're in for a wild ride this year on game day.
Now to keep an eye on Stevenson now on that 3-point line, coming off of a half-court, coming off a timeout set.
Nicholson hounds her. Morgan switches over. Look at the trap. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Millsaps didn't like that. She didn't like the pressure that New London put on, and she calls a timeout.
Yeah, so we see the double team now by New London at the top of the circle, way out extended, trying to push Capital Prep away from that 3-point line. And you saw Stevenson try to give that ball up and roll to the corner, try and get a 3-point shot off. Good game plan by Capital Prep. Great defense by New London. Cheerleaders here, a little battle going at it.
There he is. That's the sports doctor, Wheeler High School, 1985.
Oh my God, I'd be in a wheelchair if I tried to do something like that now.
You'd be in a wheelchair if you tried to do one of those right now. Oh, it's the battle. We're battling. We're flip battling. Gotta love it. The athleticism, I'll tell you, of all the sports, cheerleading has come. They are so athletic now. It's tumbling.
Can I get Owen George to do a backflip like that? What do you think? You think he's gonna get up and try something like that? Owen, come on. You're one of the sports doctor's favorites.
I'll tell you right now, whoever is the next football coach in New London would be going, no
backflips. All right, Casey, back to the game here real quick. You've got a big possession here offensively for Prep. Let's see what they come out of the timeout. Let's see what kind of a set they call. You're going to look for either White or Morgan going to the rim, or for Stevenson getting freed up on a 3-point circle. New London extend, challenge the 3-pointer, and double team the ball once the dribble is picked up.
Next foul on New London will put Capital Prep at the line. Whalers will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. So at this point, it will be a battle of the foul shots, and we're going to get a timeout off the timeout.
Is that possible? Coach, I keep calling him Coach Bono. Bob Bono over there, trying to sort things out a little bit. Timeout after a timeout. Now Matt Green talking things over with Holly Misto. Holly's pointing, not talking.
She's not happy.
She's hot about something. She's hot. I'd like to be a fly on the wall in that conversation over there. Holly Misto is upset about something. And we're right back on the court for action.
Conversation still ongoing.
Now it's her birthday. She wants it her way today. She wants everything her way.
I don't think she's gonna get. I don't think she's getting a birthday present from Billy Bono though.
No. A couple of fierce competitors over there. Coach Millsaps, who obviously got her timeout, and Coach Misto is still looking for an answer.
So, Sports Doctor, you've seen the early going on the boys' side of things. East Lyme has opened up with 2 very impressive wins.
Yeah.
Over Brookfield and Hand. With the Batman and Robin, as I call them, Kevin Ostrowski and Luke Leonard. Mikey Pacetto opens up with 30 plus in his first game. Ledyard, big win over Northwest Catholic.
Right.
Any early surprises here for you?
Well, I don't think so. I think it's played the script so far, and I was actually at the game with Mike tomorrow on Saturday, and it was tremendous. I mean, the East Lyme game, they salted away a big lead against Brookfield. Then it came back, and Deborah Ostrowski hit 2 shots from Flanders Fish Market, and then stole the ball on a tomahawk dunk. So, I think everything's played its course. The one thing I will say about Ledyard is, you got to watch out for their guards. Their guards, it's a growing process right now for their guards. Their front court will have to carry them till they figure things out a little bit as far as their guards go. And Waterford's Waterford. You knew you had Mikey Pacetto. You knew the star action.
All right, so I just got an explanation from official Bono. There was a big juice spill under the Capital Prep bench, and it hadn't gotten on the floor yet, but any player that wanted to put their feet on the ground wouldn't have been able to do so without getting juice on their feet, and so they're in the process of cleaning it up because they felt it would be unsafe to continue the game with juice on the floor.
So that's what got Holly Misto all juiced up.
So yeah, juiced up, that's right. So right now, the most important guy in the building is the guy with the mop. You see Athletic Director Cassie Fletcher, you see Tom Rafferty over there, the Whaler crew over there mopping up the juice. Capital Prep wants to finish this game with a little bit of juice.
Any gamesmanship over there by Capital Prep coach and the staff doing that on purpose to get an extended timeout?
I don't think she said, hey, someone knocked the juice over, but that is in my playbook, Spill the water on the floor for the extra timeout.
I talked to you last weekend with your coaching and your kids and your stuff. You need all the help you can get.
First of all, my kids can make layups and shoot foul shots. This is the dance contest that's going on between Prep and New London.
This is great.
But true story, a Whaler player who was very bright, one of the coach's kids, did say that in the playbook was when you run out of timeouts, you spill the water on the floor. It's a well-documented extra timeout.
New London folklore.
.5:29 remaining here in the ball game. We're just waiting for the juice spill to be cleaned up.
Jason Kidd, as a Milwaukee's Bucks head coach, did it. He's pulled that prank a few times. I don't know if Brad Stevens would ever try that.
Brad Stevens probably not.
How about Phil Jackson, the Zen master?
Well, Phil Jackson would explain to you how the molecules in water sits together in a way that makes water resonate in a frequency.
Greatest coach of all time.
No.
No, he's not. No. Come on, we both know that. No. We both know that. The Zen master, the triangle offense. I'm all set. You watch the Kobe Bryant?
Greatest coach of all time might be coaching right now.
Greg Popovich.
That's right.
What, how long does it take to clean up a juice box?
Well, it's clearly not a juice box. Clearly the entire Gatorade bucket went down on the floor. And just what you want with 5.5 minutes left is a giant juice spill under your bench.
Coach is looking at it like it's the lagoon over there or something like that. She's kind of staring at the, fallout area of the juice box.
That mom was just saying to her daughter, and that's why we don't let you drink juice in the living room. Right there. That's what happens.
Don't play ball in the house.
Stevenson, the sniper, with the ball for Prep. Melendez extends her defense out on Hawthorne. Hawthorne puts it on the floor. Melendez with the steal. Nicholson, up ahead, gotta be careful, backside. Finds Roman. Roman drives. Wild left-hander is good! And the Whalers have cut it to 2.
Roman did work on both ends of the floor. She made a defensive stop and then came back and got the layup. Don't tell me she does not take this game personally.
White and Stevenson up top for Prep. Now here's a screen. Sawyer's going to run with White.
Watch White coming off that screen.
Oh, and a beautiful step out by Roman, and we're going to get an illegal screen. The Whalers lured Prep that time. They switched out Roman at the steal, but instead we're getting an illegal screen against Prep.
Yeah,
the Whalers will have the ball.
I'm sorry, Casey. Hawthorne that time setting the screens with her arms up and not her arms down, got called for the foul. And that is her 5th personal foul. Cassandra Hawthorne is fouled out of this ball game as one of the bigs for the Trailblazers.
The only real big, Macy Durantes back in the game, but Hawthorne, along with Perry, the only real size. Perry still in the game. 2-point basket here is all that separates the Whalers from a new ball game. Nicholson loses the ball, picks it back up, in it goes to Pagan. It's loose on the floor again. Possession arrow favors the Whalers. Nicholson's mad at herself, but the Whalers will retain.
Yeah, well, settle down here if you're New London. Get a good look. Run that high-low with Pagan and Melendez in the ball game. Hawthorne is out. The big is out for the Trailblazers. Get something near the rim.
Roman dumps it into Melendez. Has the size. She's hounded. Up top. Sawyer. 3. Got it! Cora!
Shooting the ball like her brother from the top of the key.
Big shot for Cora Sawyer. The first 3 of the game for the Whalers. And a 1-point lead.
So far since the juice spill, advantage Whalers.
White looking to take Sawyer. Spins. And we're going to get a hand check on Cora Sawyer. And White will shoot 1-and-1 for the Trailblazers.
The Capital Prep people up in the stands want a 2-shot foul. This is not the NBA. They want a little continuation. The fans and mom and dad, if they're fired up, she's like, I want 2 shots.
Najee White, the senior, is exactly who Prep wants at the line. Very good free throw shooter. She'll shoot 1-and-1 with a chance for them to take the lead. On cue, she buries it confidently. I like those free throw shooters. They get the ball, 1 dribble, boom, it's off.
Yeah, no thinking. It's kind of like the golf shot.
Mark Wahlberg
approach the golf shooting, yes.
Well, she's not messing around. She's a confident shooter. 1 dribble, up it goes. That one's off the sideline. Melendez rebounds quick out to Nicholson. Nicholson, in it goes to Melendez. And it will be ripped from behind by White, out of bounds. Whaler ball.
Oh, great pass. Great recognition that time by Nicholson. Saw the mismatch with Melendez. Back to the basket, Casey. I like the look. Stay with it.
40-40, 4:09.
From here moving forward, if you're New London, everything is at the rim. The big is out in Hawthorne. You've got Melendez and you've got Pagan. Everything should be at the rim or towards the rim. More confusion now from the refs.
Well, the gentleman on the left, Ed Wyant, former history teacher here at New London, was my history teacher and smart guy. Inbounds, it goes to Pagan. She spins. Little jump hook is good. Ty Pagan puts the Whalers back up 2.
Yeah, she's showing you all the goods tonight. The jump hook, the drop step, the mid-range jump shot. Ty Pagan has grown up here tonight at New London High School.
We're going to get a spin by Stevenson and a real, we're going to call a hip check on Rosie Nicholson, but that one's, that's her second foul, and that's going to put Stevenson at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Before long, both teams are going to be in the double bonus.
Ill-advised foul there, so 45 feet from the basket. That's a play on in my book.
Hip check's tough one.
That's a play on.
Stevenson, first one up, back iron, no good. Pagan with a rebound.
The ball doesn't lie, Casey O'Neill.
Up ahead, Nicholson. She wanted Roman instead. She's going to take some time. Whalers with a 2-point lead.
Patience here for New London. Run your stuff.
Pagan, she's not afraid to handle it. She needs some help, though. Here comes Nicholson to help. And it goes to Roman off her hands. Loose ball. And we're going to get a reach. If that's on Melendez, that's going to be 5. It's going to be on Roman. And that's going to be another 1-and-1 for Capital Prep.
I'd like to see New London get back to the high-low set on offense. Run their high-low with Pagan at the foul line, Melendez underneath, and force feed the ball in that way.
4 on Roman, 4 on Melendez. Both big parts of this Whaler team. 3:33 remaining. Let's see if they can stay aggressive. 1-1 for Najee White. Pure cuts the lead to 1.
Najee White's played a solid ball game. You can see why she was an important part of Prep's championship run 2 years ago. Good basketball player.
Brand new ball game, tied at 42. They want to get the ball in. You see they're going to set that high-low screen. Here comes Melendez. Rosie picked up the dribble, goes long course, caught Roman, inside it goes, Melendez cut, basket good. Roman to Melendez, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, dangerous cross-court pass to Roman, and Roman found Melendez, the seal, the delivery, the kiss by X.
Whalers back up 2 in what is turning out to be a seesaw ball game. Najee White dumps it down. Perry back to White. Kick out. Morgan. Three-pointer is good.
When Casey Capital Prep runs at 1-4-7 on the offensive end, you've got to recognize the three-point shooters.
Shania Morgan has been clutch on the defensive end. Puts Prep up a point with a long 3. Nicholson picks up the dribble again. Needs help. Isn't there. And we're going to get a timeout, Holly Misto. Nicholson can't pick up her dribble there because you are in no man's land and you know they're going to press.
Well, and the other thing, too, if Nicholson picks up her dribble, somebody's got to come help. They got to come help get the ball. If you're Sawyer, if you're Roman, if you're wandering on the perimeter, come get the basketball. You can't leave her out in no man's land.
You want to see, your point guard have a little more awareness than that to not pick up the dribble, but you also want to see the rest of your team have the wherewithal to come to her and help her out.
Yeah.
So, 2:39, 1-point game. Whalers can't afford any mistakes right now because you're going to get into foul shooting.
You don't want to get into a foul shooting situation with Prep, right now. But listen, if you're Coach Misto, just stay with your stuff. Run your high-low set. Get your bigs involved. Is that Melquan Gomez over there? No.
That's a dancing fool is what that is.
Big break dancer, are you?
Do I look?
Could you back in the day?
I look like the quintessential break dancer. I do. I was a big Crush Groove.
All right.
Beat Street.
LL Cool J guy.
I get some. I'm even before that. I go back to Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
You were a big Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo fan? Was that one of your movies?
No.
You were in your basement listening to Led Zeppelin and...
No, Kiss and Ozzy and Black Sabbath.
Yeah, all that stuff that made
Judas Priest, how could they not get in the Hall of Fame?
No wonder your mom was wondering what you were doing down in that basement. True story, Lee Elsey's beloved mother, who recently passed away, used to freak out because he was listening to Sabbath in the basement. Nicholson keeps it from going out of bounds, and she loses it off of her leg. It's going to be Prep ball.
Sloppy execution that time by the Whalers, coming off of a set play, off of a timeout.
Good
down 1.
Good point, Sports Doctor. Got to have a better idea than that. Stevenson crosses over Nicholson, beats her, heads to the basket, wild layup, no good. Melendez, McClellan, watch out backside. McClellan, nice job, keeps Stevenson on her hip. Goes to Rosie. Melendez wants the ball. Swings to Sawyer. Pagan, high post. Inside, Melendez, reach in. McClellan on the floor, and we're going to get a shove. And that's going to put McClellan at the line to shoot 2.
You got to throw that ball over the top for Melendez again. You can't put that ball down low. Throw it up near the rim, let her go make a play, turn, and chip in a bunny. It's very hard to throw the ball, Casey, to her chest when the defender is kind of running all over her.
Big free throws for Leilani McClellan, the senior. She will shoot 2, and the Whalers down 1. Front rim, no good.
I've lost track of how many free throws Melendez missed tonight.
Holly Misto imploring McClellan. She normally has the glasses on. She switched over to the contacts. See if she sees the rim here on the second one. Is good, and we're back tied up at 45.
And you see Nicholson right now on the ball pressure, denying Stevenson right now. Very, very alert of her three-point shooting ability.
Sawyer gets the assignment. White drives past her. Nice cut. Nice. Oh, it didn't go in, and Pagan with a rebound. Great look from White, and a travel on Rosie. I don't think so. I don't think the pivot foot moved. It looked like a travel, but the foot stayed anchored. But on the other end, a great cut. And Perry had a layup and missed it at the rim. Morgan inbounds.
Got to be careful there of the backcourt.
And a steal by Nicholson. Takes the pass off. Goes strong. Layup back iron, no good. Sawyer tipped, and White comes out of the pack. Another missed opportunity by the Whalers. Nicholson, no call. With Sawyer. Layup no good, and a foul, and they'll go to the line to shoot 2. And oh, we don't like to see this. Najee White just came back off of a knee injury. She's down on center court. And let's hope everything is all right there. Coach Millsap sending her team to the bench as they attend to.
That's tough to see. Well, Coach Misto over there trying to get her team back into things, get her rolling a little bit. That's tough to see. Najee White down there, girl works so hard to get herself back into playing condition. It looks like it's her left knee that's a little dysfunct. Maybe she got a Charla horse.
She's okay.
And she is up under her own power, and that's good to see. That is good to see. It's her left knee that was tweaking her a little bit, and looks like she hyperextended just a tad. She will have to come out of the game, of course, but it's just good to see her up on her feet.
Knowing the competitor she is, she's going to want to go right to the scoring table, but she is walking very gingerly off the court right now. On the other end, Sawyer's going to go to the line to shoot 2 off of the steal and pass from Nicholson. And look at this class act right now. The Whalers are all going over to eavesdrop on the huddle. I thought they were going over to find out if the girl's all right. They're going into the huddle.
I'm not too. Is this gamesmanship or what is this?
I thought they were going over to.
I thought they were going to go over and give White a little pat on the back. But it's not a timeout situation. It's not a timeout situation. Coach Millsap has to get her players back onto the court. So I don't know if there was a heads-up play there by Holly Misto, but oh boy.
She tricked me. I thought they were going over to check out if Najee White was okay.
But chicanery going on by Coach Holly Misto.
2 shots for Sawyer. White trying to walk it off on the Capital Prep sideline. Not to jinx her, but if I wanted anyone at the line, this is the best shooter on the Whalers.
Look at you. You are in mid-season form, my partner.
You see White trying to shake it off there for Prep, still limping pretty significantly. 1-point lead, Sawyer 1 more for the Whalers. Second one is up, and nice shooter's touch that time. Confident Sawyer, 2-point lead for the Whalers.
She's come alive here in the second half. She played very well.
McClellan, and we're going to get a hold, touch foul on Morgan, and that's going to send Morgan to the line to shoot 2. Gio Lopez says, I don't get it. He doesn't see it.
No, the London Faithful does not like that. McClellan was beat going to the rim, the hands on, the guide, the hand check, the foul.
2 shots for Janiyah Morgan. First one is no good. 1:30 remaining. It'll be curious to see how the Whalers approach. They're going to have the lead no matter what happens here. What are they going to do with the ball? Take the air out or try to score? Second one back rim, then Pagan rebounds. Outlets to Nicholson.
I'd stay aggressive if I was New London.
Inside, Melendez, spin in the lane, got it! The X Factor puts the Whalers up 4.
Casey, you see the way she seals the defender off, gets low post position, the drop step, the turnaround jumper.
Long 3, Stevenson, side of the rim, no good. Rebound, kicks out Morgan, and we're going to get a travel.
Good call that time by Bono.
Whoever is working with the bigs of New London over the past couple years has done a fabulous job. Pagan, Melendez, Osborne, they were all fantastic at that seal-off on the block.
They know how to play basketball with their back to the basket, then turn around and face and either finish for layups, hooks, or short jumpers.
Nicholson swings back out to Sawyer. We're under a minute. Whalers with a 4-point lead. McClellan, and she's going to be fouled by Stevenson, and Leilani McClellan will shoot 2. I'd get the ball in Sawyer's hands every chance I could.
Sawyer, Nicholson, Melendez, or Pagan. That's it. That's the only 4 people that be touching the ball right now. Yeah, Rosie or Cora Sawyer handling the ball at all times.
They're the only two guys that can shoot the ball, only two girls on the team that can make these free throws so far. This is a huge set of free throws right here for senior Leilani McClellan. She gets 2, and the Whalers have a 4-point lead. And she knocks the first one down very calmly.
A little more legs into that free throw. Reaching down with your legs, full extension, nice and smooth.
One more from McClellan. She dips, she shoots, and nice, calmly knocks the 2 down. 6-point Whaler lead. Whalers are going to put a little pressure on. Prep looking to push. Fantasia Trotter into the game. All the way to the basket. It's blocked by Pagan. Jump ball, possession arrow. Favors Prep, but Fantasia Trotter went to the basket, and Pagan said, no, not tonight.
Boy, how impressed am I with Ty Pagan tonight. Can do it all.
High inbound it goes. Long 3 from Morgan. Back iron, no good. Ball loose. Still loose. Up top it goes. Morgan drives. Floater in the lane. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes down with Capital Prep. Put back, no good. And Pagan rips it away. 30 seconds ahead it goes to McClellan. And a foul on Trotter. And Leilani McClellan will go to the line to shoot 2 with a 6-point lead. And the Whaler faithful senses a big victory tonight. Capital Prep reeling.
Well, Casey, if the free throw line snake bit New London earlier, they have a chance to ice it out. Right now, McClellan just coming off of 2 makes. He can start rolling with the buses if you're Capital Prep if she knocks these 2 down. And on cue.
Confident right now. Leilani 3 in a row. Whalers now with their biggest lead of the game, 9 points. Make that 7 as they just, okay, now it's down to 7 because they overextended. Now it's down to 6. Back iron shot is good. Whalers now with their biggest lead of the game. Up 8. Long 3. No good, front iron. Nicholson with the rebound. Out of the pack, she's fouled. And Rosie will shoot 2. And with 11 seconds remaining in the game, the New London Whalers will stay undefeated, and they will knock off Capital Prep. The Trailblazers were valiant, but the Whalers outplayed them, and quite frankly, were just too much. Rosie looking to ice it from the line. In and out for Rosie. No arc on that shot. Kind of line drives it up to the basket. But a little bit too little and a little bit too late right now as Prep will be handed the loss tonight here under the banner of the state championship that the Whalers just put up. Nicholson knocks the second one down. Happy birthday, Holly Misto. Morgan up ahead. Spins, kicks it out. Blocked on the edge by Sawyer, but they're going to call the foul, and Trotter will shoot 3. And Sawyer can't believe it with 3.5 seconds remaining. So Fantasia Trotter will go to the line and shoot 3 for the Trailblazers. The fan faithful in New London ready to erupt as the first one is good. The Sea of Gold, their first appearance as the student section of the Whalers. They are ready to celebrate tonight as the Whalers are just seconds away from the victory over nationally acclaimed Capital Prep. Second one by Trotter is good. Roman back into the game for McClellan. The lead is down to 6. Make that 7. One more for Trotter. It is good. 3 for 3 is Trotter. Prep looking to press. Inbounds it goes to Sawyer. 2 seconds remaining. 1 second. And there's your ball game. And the New London High School Whalers with a 54-48 win over the acclaimed Trailblazers of Capital Prep. A big victory for birthday celebrating Holly Misto. That's the present she wanted. And what a game it was as the Whalers, quite frankly, outplayed the Trailblazers and found themselves struggling with layups, struggling with free throws, unable to pull away. They then found themselves down points, down as many as 5 points to the Trailblazers, but ultimately they pulled the ship together and relentlessly got back in the game and ran away from the Trailblazers. The Sports Doctor has head coach Holly Misto and 2 stars of the game. Sports Doctor.
Well, a happy group of Whalers here tonight. Coach, it only took you, what, 3.5 quarters to make a free throw?
No, we make them in practice. I don't know what the problem is. We got to work on it, I guess.
Holly, what did you find out about your team tonight? What did you learn about them?
We hustle from one end of the floor for the entire game, and these kids just give me everything they have every time they step on the floor, and I can't ask for more than that, And it's great to get a game in this early with that much pressure on us. Hopefully it prepares us. That's why I scheduled the game. That's why I kept the game with them, because we need to be pushed. And so I'm really happy with the way that we played tonight. Outside of free throws.
I'm a big fan of your brother, and he's a big-time scorer, and he shoots the ball very well. And I'm begging for you to shoot the ball in the first half. You came alive a little bit. What made you confident to shoot the ball in the second half?
I just shot when I felt as though I was open. It was the right time in the offense. We were obviously oversized them in the post, so the whole time I was looking for the post, that would be a smart play. But when it was open for a shot, I decided to take it.
I like Cora shooting the basketball, so Cora, keep letting it fly. Rosie, defensively, you were just tenacious out there. Every loose ball, every 50-50 ball. Did you have to bring that kind of energy to beat a team like Capital Prep?
Definitely. They bring it every time. It was really competitive since the state game, so we just had to keep that same energy from when we lost then.
Coach, one last thing. Was the loss 2 years ago to Prep in the state final, was that talked about before the game? Did you have in the back of your mind?
Not really. No, to be honest with you, this is a different team. They're a different team. We just wanted good competition to get us ready for the season. It's one game. This game doesn't mean anything more than the game against Torrington or Legend. It's one win. We can't get too high. We got to come back. We got to get our legs under us so we can play tomorrow night at Killingley. And we take this one, we put it in our pocket, and we walk away, and we play tomorrow night.
Well, she's not going to say it, Casey, but I'll say it. This is a big-time win for the New London Whalers here tonight. And, Coach, happy birthday.
Thank you. That was a good birthday present. So.
Happy group of Whalers here at New London High School, Case.
Well, they should be, Sports Doctor. A happy group of Whaler fans as well. A 54-48 win, and what a great way to open up Game Day's basketball coverage this year. A fantastic set of games coming up as well. We next will see you on January 2nd, where the exciting St. Bernard Saints will be visiting the upstart Stonington Bears, and then comes the wow part of the schedule. Ledyard and East Lyme, the dynamic duo of Deva Strowski and Luke Leonard. East Lyme then goes to Waterford, and it's Mikey Bassetto time. And then Ledyard, with the bigs of Kenny Turner and Trevor Hutchins, will be at Waterford. The rivalry game, New London with all those guards at Fitch, and then the rivalry of recent years, the grudge match, New London and Ledyard, and of course semifinals and finals. A very, very exciting slate of basketball games coming up on game day.
Yeah, you know what? It's tremendous season, and what a way to start game day season, with this big ball game. Boy, I couldn't get Holly Misto to bite a little bit on that Capital Prep thing, and she wouldn't go down that road. But I tell you right now, she's probably tremendously proud of her team tonight, and I think she saw some of the players like Ty Pagan, ex-Melendez. If they had a B role last year, Casey, they're star players now. They're A model.
Well, first of all, I bet if you asked Spencer Roman that question, she'd answer it differently than Holly Misto answered it. But you're absolutely right, Sports Doctor. Tonight we learned a lot about the Whalers, and sure, Rosie might make them go, but Pagan and Roman and Sawyer and McClellan and so much. They got contributions from Natasha Harden, ex-Melendez. This is the new group of Whalers. They went toe-to-toe with a national program and came out on top.
Yeah, and they will need Cora Sawyer shooting the basketball in this season to make a difference. And I don't know why she doesn't shoot it more. Maybe she doesn't have confidence in herself, waiting for the right time. But her brother can sling it. She can sling it as well. If I was Coach Misto, I'd say, hey, listen, let it fly.
Well, I think she answered that question when she said, I shoot it when it's the right time in the offense. Sometimes when you've got a player as smart as she is, you know, she's smart. She wants to do the right thing. She's over there now with her family, and I bet you they're saying, you know what? Shoot the basketball more, Cora.
Anytime the ball is in my hands, it's the right time to shoot it as far as I'm concerned.
Well, she's going to have to keep shooting it, but these Whalers, this might be the toughest matchup they're going to have till they go to the state tournament, and they not only survived it, they showed Capital Prep that they might be the best girls basketball team in the state of Connecticut. It's been an exciting first time here on game day, sports night in New London as the Sea of Gold came out. All the dignitaries, the players, the former players. It was quite a night. We look forward to bringing you the rest of the schedule. Come back on January 2nd, where we will have our next game, St. Bernard's at Stonington. For the sports doctor, Keith O'Brien, for Peter Wappy and the crew and Mike tomorrow, I'm Casey O'Neill. Good night, everybody.